Hello, my wonderful subscribers, and to the people watching me around the globe. Miss Ansu Mobi Akwa Basron Kopai Sabe Odeneho TV studio. Miss also subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV. Or like, or comment, your comment section. So, or click on the notification button for more news updates. This year, I ever share a year Professor Frimpong.M and a year Dumotre. It to be a man in the palace and say, or say a woman so young off about this time the wedding crash. You ever share a year abra a Professor Frimpong grantee interview with Joy FM no or to talk about Maccassar, say a car ticket in Kagana, ya say. And ya no kwa abra grantee interviews I would do man Ganima say about a judgment, a hair lordship, a justice or say marful, Edema Aisha one, so Beko you 15 imprisonment no. When I'm a Professor Frimpong Ebeka say only a hair lordship and I say, what to me far emra. Nanka was a di Aisha 1 2016. No people can say Aisha 1 call nipa by on the Chinese woman. Ghana has said 2016 or ma Galam say a very common and I the most common thing in Ghana. Nasi say a baby a baby announce Galam say air conso. And no na ye do the man who say a no sa Chinese woman a friend of Aisha 1 and an inside Aisha say. Na eno mo ne ye no no ekoye court 790 bebre afei na ye her lordship justice osemafo a person or manage judgment when I'm so I'm okay say obema 15 imprisonment no Professor Frimpong so aba be chere Paula Dumotre so in bu afu a year Professor Frimpong akokoye sem bebre and ekoso e wo ye man Ghana ma say me person me say obrano adaje no me so subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV obe like obe comment comment section we so obe click the notification button for more news updates Mr. MRF so we are be share link you know we so be recommend this channel Odeneho TV to many people, platforms and pages. Here channel you go to Rasisia Medas.
It's a female judge as well. The judge does not have the opportunity to come on radio Joy FM tomorrow morning and come and explain. But you, Frimpong, you talk on radio and you've denigrated that the judge has children. And what you said about her was false. Palpable false. It just reflects a misunderstanding of the legal process. Today, the judge has spoken, and at the end of my presentation, I'll show you what the judge said. And Frimpong must bow down his head in shame for denigrating a woman of the same sex. He must feel ashamed. Frimpong, the thing he does is wrong. He's my uncle. On Friday, I'll be seeing him. He knows where, I know where. We'll meet on Friday. But these things he does, they are wrong. We can't build Ghana like that. We can't build a one-man Ghana. Obama said, strong institutions, not strong men. Because strong men will die. They'll be sick. They'll get malaria. They'll get hernia. Institutions don't get malaria, they don't get hernia. Frimpong just lambasted the lady for nothing, based on falsity. Let me start. Show them the video. What did Frimpong say? Have a look.
Quickly on the Aisha 1 bit and whether it is deterrent enough in terms of going after the key financiers of this illegal mining. I'll take your brief comments on that, then we can go on Zoom and then come to Dr. Bond.
I believe that the law was changed. And the minimum sentence was supposed to be 15 years. So that's what I know. Thank you.
So it should have been 15 years instead of what we had?
Minimum.
Say? Okay. Dr. Frimpong, Professor Frimpong, thank you.
I'll play it again, but listen. Frimpong says, so Frimpong is on a tangent against government's efforts at Galamsey. There's a lot of water under that bridge, but we won't talk about it now. Let's deal with the facts. He's on a tangent against government's efforts in Galamsey. The government that he was part of, the work he was given, he was not able to do it. He didn't resign. When he didn't get the ministerial position for the second term, he comes to tell us that everybody else is bad. No problem. We understand. We respect him. He's a heart surgeon, wasn't he? Okay. So he says, he's being told that, Professor Frimpong, it looks like there's a small glimmer of hope. There's a silver lining coming up somewhere. It looks like there's a silver lining. Government has, the courts have jailed, the Attorney General has successfully prosecuted Aisha 1. She's been jailed for 4.5 years. Then he says, the law has changed. They should have jailed her for 15 years. There's something underhand happening. Clear, palpable ignorance of the procedure of the understand how the system works. Because without understanding how the system works, you can't change it. Choboy doesn't change the system. And Frimpong is just playing to the gallery and saying that, oh, they should have done it 15 years because the law has been changed. He was denigrating the judge. and suggesting to right-meaning people that the judge has done something wrong because that the judge could have jailed Aisha 1 15 years and jailed Aisha 1 4 years. That's the irresponsible thing he said, denigrating the woman because he didn't understand it. Now let me take you into it. Okay, play Frimpong again. Now when you hear him again, you get the context, and I'll take you to the law and show you how ignorant he was. Totally ignorant. And using your ignorance, speaking so boldly, you denigrate a judge who cannot speak. Judges don't speak. So before you talk about a judge, you have to be sure that the thing you are saying is correct. You don't know what you are saying, just talk. Oh, they should have jailed him 15 years. What judge on earth can jail Aisha 1 15 years? That's the point I'm going to make. No judge on earth in Ghana can jail Aisha 1 for 15 years. I'm going to show you why. Play Frimpong again.
Quickly on the Aisha 1 bit and whether it is deterrent enough in terms of going after the key financiers of this illegal mining. I'll take your brief comments on that, then we can go on Zoom and then come to Dr. Bourne.
I believe that the law was changed and the minimum sentence was supposed to be 15 years. So that's what I know. Thank you.
So it should have been 15 years instead of what we had?
Minimum.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, that is repeated here. So this slide just says the former chairman of the interim ministerial committee, Professor Frimpong.M, has protested the punishment given to Galamsey Queen Aisha 1. According to him, the Chinese national who stood trial for years for engaging in illegal mining ought to have been jailed for more than 4 years. She should have been jailed for more than 4 years. It's a quotation from Frimpong.M, because her actions against our environment transcended the old laws governing Galamsey, he said on Angel FM. That is total ignorance. Complete ignorance of the heart surgeon. This is a heart surgeon who is totally ignorant and yet arrogant about his views in his ignorance. This is not heart surgery, sir. Prof, this is not heart surgery. This is building society. This is law and development. This is law of which you have demonstrated yesterday that you are completely ignorant. And out of your ignorance, you are denigrating people who also have an image to protect. A young woman who's a high court judge, she has an image to protect. You sit down, high surgeon, and you just say anything about her. And now you let Ghanaians begin to think that somehow or rather there's something untoward that happened and the judge should have done something and didn't do it. That is very, very irresponsible of leadership. Totally irresponsible of people who are opinion makers in Ghana to be doing these kinds of things publicly. I'm going to show you how. Okay, so the Minerals Commission law is what decides the punishment for Aisha 1. Now, the NDC people have been supporting Frimpong, which is okay. Some MP people to support Frimpong, some CP people support Frimpong. I support Frimpong too. But here, this is the law. I'm going to show you the law. Okay. So, Minerals and Mining Amendment Act 2015. This is the 2015 law. Section 99 of Act 703 amended. The principal enactment is amended by the substitution for sections 99 of 99. Offenses and penalties. 1. A person who sells or buys minerals without a license granted under section 97 or 104 or without a valid authority granted under this act or any other enactment commits an offense and is liable, it is the most important part, and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of not more than 3,000 penalty units, apologies to Joe FM, 3,000 penalty units, or to a term of imprisonment of not more than 5 years or both. This is the prevailing law in 2015. This is the law. This is the law in 2015. So in 2015, if you do something in 2015 or in 2016, your charges, the maximum any judge, I said no judge on earth can give Aisha 1 any sentence apart from 4.5 years. No judge on earth can do that. Because this is the law that limits you as a judge. And I'm going to show you how a judge is limited. Okay, so this is 2015's provision. This is this provision that is going to guide people when they go to court. That they shall be charged with, if they are found guilty, 3,000 penalty units or a term of imprisonment not more than 5 years or both. Okay, I switch it here. Now, I'm in 2019. This is the amendment. So this is NDC's prescribed punishment for mineral mining offense, Galamsey, let's call it that. This NDC's punishment for Galamsey offenses is 3,000 penalty units, not more than 5 years in jail. It's 2015, enacted by the National Democratic Congress. They should come and tell us, why did they enact this law? They should come and tell us, all those MPP, NDC apparatchiks who are talking about galamsey as if it is an Akufo-Addo creation. This is the law that they enacted to punish galamseyers. It's a good law, it's not a bad law, but these are the facts that they must speak to. Okay, now if you come to 2019, which is the one that Akufo-Addo passed, because he felt that there should be a stiffer sentence, it's as follows. A person who buys or sells minerals without A, license in accordance with section 6, 82, 97 or 104, or B, a valid authority granted under this act or any other enactment, commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of not less than 10,000 penalty unit and not more than 15,000 penalty units, and to a term of imprisonment of not more than 15 years and not more than 25 years. Not less than 15 years, not more than 25 years. It's the law that Akufo-Addo passed. 2019, Parliament passed it. Sent in by the amendments of the Minerals Commission through the Attorney General. So Akufo-Addo's punishment for galamsey is 15 to 25 years. NDC's punishment for galamsey is 5 years. I'm not making any politics out of it. I'm just giving you the facts. You can do what you want with it. Those of you are writing it down, and those of you who are interested, you can do what you like with it. But this is clearly the fact. And that's the problem of what we do here. We do things